What's going on, YouTube? Today we're reacting to I just was on Twitter. It's 1:40 where I'm at. I got to go to work in a little bit, but I said before I go to work, let me jump on here and go live right quick. I was on YouTube. I was on Twitter, or X, like they call it now, and I saw this clip about Rory and Mal going crazy. If you're not familiar with Rory and Mal, they used to be on the Joe Budden podcast. They split up. They had a not so great split. They both went their separate ways, and everybody got their own podcast now. So Rory and Mal are talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef, and they're giving their own perspective. And I want let me react on it.
No, Rory and Mal.
So I'm just listening to how you
get it.
Have received the records and, you know, your perspective on it.
So, I mean, we can get into Family Matters, but Meet the Grams, I will say I liked a lot. I like that it stepped on the record rather than the actual song. Does that make sense? Like, it was a very obvious, the way I shitted on Mr. Morale of like super surface level therapy. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like that to me, which like, all right, we've kind of been through, you're just taking Push's angle and making it a 6-minute song.
Yeah.
So it was the move rather than the song that made it win to me. Now, no one's addressed anything Drake has said in Family Matters.
Facts.
Why?
Facts.
Because they haven't had to. Because their strategy has been better than Drake's.
Okay.
Yeah. So far.
I'm still waiting on your opinion for Family Matters to that move.
Listen, fuck all that. Drake is smashing this nigga, man. He's punishing this nigga. He's out rapping this nigga. It's not even close. The music is way better. The visual is way better. I fed you fake shit and you ran with it. You thought I had an 11-year-old daughter. You're a clown. You digging for dirt. You should be digging for proof. He gave you everything.
I was just trying to get to this.
He gave you the
long-winded. Just waiting for you to get to this.
I'm sitting here talking, just talking. Let's just talk about the bars, the music. Let's get to that. Who's putting out the better music? I don't care who's putting out more music. Who's putting out the better music?
Okay, you could say Not Like Us is the best song that came out this shit. So who has the best music?
You can say all of this shit is the best song, but we know at the end of the day, with the best music, the best rapping, that second verse on Family Matters,
third verse,
20v1.
Third verse.
No. Fuck the third verse. We know what that is. I'm talking about the second one, where he's talking to everybody.
Okay.
Nigga said he couldn't say nigga. He might have said it 616 times in that verse.
I saw what you did.
Smashing all of y'all. That beat, that flow, what he's saying, smashing you. I'm not here to play games and throw out fake shit that I fed you. I'm talking real shit. Are you beating your wife?
Mm-hmm.
You've been engaged since 2015. Y'all not married yet?
It's the third verse.
Okay, but why is what Drake is saying the truth?
I heard that might be Dave Freeze Kid. I heard it might be. I'm not saying it. I'm leaving room to be wrong.
He doubled down on it on part 6 of saying that is.
I'm still leaving room to be wrong. I could be wrong. But it's something funny there.
Because he likes a photo of Kendrick's wife and their kids?
It's more than that. Why are you not following your fiance?
Why does that matter? I don't see. I'm not doing that.
Niggas come
the same reason y'all picking apart dumb shit that Kendrick is saying. I'm just throwing shit out there.
I went into this. We know rap beefs are filled with lies and cap. Like the whole car seat and the condom. I fucked your bitch. You fat my. Like I get it. I'm just assuming everything is either the truth or a lie. That's where I try to look at it. I'm not trying to pick apart what Drake said, right? Is what Kendrick said, right? I'm just blanket statement. Let's say everything Kendrick said is true and everything Drake said is true. Who won? And I think a lot of this, the meat of this beef comes to how well Kendrick executed Meet the Grams on what was Drake's nuke. He neutralized his nuke.
It's fake information that he fed this dude. I fed you that and you fell for it. To me, that's a win. If I feed you some fake shit and you run to the booth and you write some shit down and you make a record, I'm laughing at you like, look at this idiot. He don't even...
In theory, yeah, that should be it. But nobody cared. That's what I'm trying to say with Kendrick's strategy.
Nobody cared. But if Kendrick
I'm not saying I don't care.
If Kendrick fed Drake some fake shit and Drake made a record for it, everybody would be laughing at Drake. Like, look at this idiot.
I particularly don't really believe Drake when he said he fed him all this fake information. That's where I'm at.
So you thought they found that in Drake's dad's suitcase? You thought that?
No, I'm not even, fuck the artwork. I'm not even worried about the artwork. I don't care about the artwork.
Let's actually discuss that part.
You thought Drake had 11-year-old daughter?
No, bro. We convince
maybe.
people. No.
See, it's niggas like this that I can't. You think the biggest artist in the
know.
You think the biggest artist in the world, after going through what he went through, in his battle with Pusha, you think that he would have had a kid older than that kid, and we would have never known about it until Kendrick?
So he would have been hiding that one already before it.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I believe it. I don't believe
What
it.
are we
But
talking about?
I think yes, one of the biggest artists to ever live with access to every woman on earth may have a couple other kids. I don't think that's the craziest fucking thing to think.
Bro,
I would be surprised if you got a kid.
After already going through a paternity thing, after going through a paternity thing, you think that it's one that's older than this kid.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't know.
Stop it, man.
I'm also not saying it's true.
By the way,
but it's plausible.
And let's go back to that artwork thing. This is where I'm kind of on some of the side of people saying Drake might be lying in this whole thing. Is Kendrick Lamar that fucking dumb that somebody's gonna hand him, I found Dennis Graham's suitcase with Drake's medication in it.
He said it.
Come on.
He said it was a mole in his camp. Kendrick said that on the first record. It's a mole in your camp. It's a mole in your camp. Somebody right next to you. Somebody's right next to you. Yeah, they feed. So he thought he had it in. He thought somebody was really feeding him shit from his camp. He fell for it.
And
he took the banana in the tailpipe.
Okay, so where's the proof that it's not, that none of this is real? Where's the proof? You keep saying, where's the proof for this? Where's the proof for that? Where's the proof that none of this is real?
You think you think Drake has an 11-year-old daughter?
That's not what
it don't matter what I think.
I'm asking you.
It doesn't matter. No, but it doesn't matter what I think. What I'm saying is, where is the proof? This mad shit I think ain't true. That's turned out to be true. What I'm asking is, where's the proof that that's not Drake's medication? Where is the proof? Where's the proof for these things? You're asking for proof. Why does Kendrick have to prove shit and Drake don't? Why?
I didn't say Kendrick had to prove anything. I'm just saying, let's just be smart here. As soon as I heard that ball, I'm like, oh man, somebody fed this nigga. I didn't know it was Drake that fed him the bullshit. That to me was more genius. Like, oh, you sent that info to him? That's genius shit when it comes to battling. Like, look, I know he's thirsty to find something. Let's send a mole at him and let him take this information and then make a record about it. Think he got one up on me.
That's believable to me, that somebody that probably is cool with Kendrick and Drake could go and say, he also has another kid, just to let you know. And Kendrick running with that. This is where the artwork makes me think both sides are fucking lying. Because I don't think there's a world where Kendrick Lamar is approached with a suitcase of Dennis Graham's that has Drake's medication in it, a Maybach glove. Like,
why you don't think that's believable? If he think he got a mole, from that side.
When he buys Tupac's ring, they give him a CVS receipt. You think Kendrick Lamar thinks that?
Bro, if he thinks this is Drake's dad's suitcase, he's gonna believe anything that's in there. That's what you're not understanding. There's a reason he made this. You think he made this the artwork? You think this is the artwork because he didn't believe it?
I also think there's a world where, look, these guys are businessmen. They're creatives. You can just fake what do you need? A fucking $20 printer and a couple empty pill bottles just to, like, I think it's the perception that I have all this information on you. I don't think any of this shit's real. I can make a fucking fake receipt right now about some Ozempic pills that you're on. Like, what are we convince people that genocide is necessary right now? Like, making a fake pill bottle is not the most strategic. Whoa, anyone can do this.
All right, so back to what matters here. Back to what matters. Y'all are sitting here telling me that y'all feel like Kendrick is out rapping him, but not because he's putting out more songs. Y'all feel like he's saying better shit. He's making better songs out of this whole situation.
He's making better decisions.
Yeah.
Because he decided to step on, because he dropped the record right after Drake.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Stepping on that and then coming right back with a record that everyone could dance to. He made a pedophile anthem that can play in a party for the rest of the year. And then this is where
Drake. What about the last record, the Hard Part 6? Drake naming that, taking that record, taking that name, that title that we all know Kendrick was going to probably.
Everybody knew that he was going to do that.
I said that 3 days ago.
Niggas was tweeting that days ago.
And I'm not like, oh my God, you're the insider. It's not. It's just like a lot of this stuff you can just predict. Like, you can see where this stuff's trending. I think the Hard Part 6 was Drake's first mistake in this beef.
First?
Why is that a
biggest mistake? Maybe not his first.
For what?
I don't think this was a good record.
Why not?
Really?
I just don't. I'm not really on the sense, and this is a me statement. I don't believe that Drake was this mastermind, puppet master behind doing all these strings and things. I personally do not believe that. So
that's why you think this was a mistake?
So I think I know a lot of people are at the Twitter timelines like, it's waving his white flag, he's putting his sword down. I also don't necessarily believe that. I just don't think this song was effective to what he actually should have done.
Are you interested in starting your own faceless YouTube automation channel, but all people do is tell you to go to freaking Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to...
I think it was...
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought for sure that the luggage, the things inside the luggage was real. I thought it was real. But after hearing the Heart Part 6 by Drake, where he's saying he fed him all this information, and I guess Kendrick was so thirsty to like jump on it and really believe that there is a insider or there is a mole, that he took it and ran with it. And I think people are being very biased when they say that Drake is winning this battle, when if you find out that all the information that you have is information I gave you, and I know you would use it because it's so... First of all, the reputation for the using the pills, like being on using Ozempic, right, to lose weight, or the allegations that you already have somebody leaks in your camp. I'm sure whenever Kendrick received this information, he wasn't doubting it. He was like, well, if there's already rumors that there's leak in your camp, and I'm getting some information from your camp, I'm gonna take it. The whole time, Drake is playing into the role of, I got leaks in my camp, so let me send you a mole of a mole. That's genius, man. I feel like people don't want to give Drake his credit for how he's playing this. I will say Maul is very biased also, because I do feel like Kendrick's Meet the Gram was a good song. I do think Family Matters is better. I do agree with Kendrick is saying the same thing differently in every song. There's nothing new. There's nothing different. It's the same. It's the same content, the same thing over and over and over. Nothing new, nothing different. Just saying it with different beats or different titles or like different instrumental. Like that's it. But it's nothing crazy. And I have Drake up as of right now because the Heart Part 6 addresses all of the allegations. Some people say he's given up by doing that, but in my thing is like, no, I'm fessing up to it, and I'm facing it straight on. We have yet to hear Kendrick say something in regards to like all of the allegations brought to him. So as of right now, I got Drake up. I had Kendrick up before because of his how he did it, his process, and how he like dropped a song, baited Drake dropped that, he stepped on it, then he sent another one. You know what I'm saying? So I had Kendrick up, but now I got Drake up now. Yeah.
The Grams was effective?
It was very much.
Yes, incredibly effective.
I'm not a pedophile.
He stepped on the song.
He stepped on the mall. You've been talking about this nuke for 2 weeks.
Bro, that Meet the Grams record is not dope.
He put a t-shirt on it and put the fire out in 10 seconds.
That Fire Alchemist beat. You don't like that beat?
I don't like that song.
Fuck the beat.
I don't like that song.
The impact of that record destroyed your mood.
Not Like Us is dope. I like that record.
Yeah,
and I like Euphoria.
Okay.
But that Meet the Gram shit, get the fuck out of
it. It has no mall, it has zero replay value, but its impact greatly put out.
If it has no replay value, has no impact. Don't even put those in the same sentence.
There's a lot of battle records that aren't made for replay value.
Yeah.
Name one.
I think most of the Beans and Kiss thing, unless you want to go sit there and go through that nostalgic time, most battle records are like that way. Do you still listen to 300 Bars and Running?
I never listened to that record.
But it's one of, I know you don't think
too much rap.
It's one of the better ones.
I don't want to hear all that rap. 300.
Pretty much
so you
anything
don't like
back
a lot of
forth.
heavy rapping is what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't want to hear 300 bars from no nigga. I don't give a fuck who's spitting it. I can't. My brain cannot retain 300 of your bars.
You think
sir.
Super Ugly and Ether have replay value? No, they're just great classic records.
They're moment records.
Ether had replay value at the time. I mean, it's been
at the time
a bunch of years since that came out, but yeah. A couple years after that record came out, people were still playing Ether.
Okay.
Nobody's playing Meet the Gram.
Also, but let me land that point.
But it crushed
when you put out 5 other records and one of them is probably going to be a #1 single, yeah, you can take a mulligan and step on Drake's nuke with Meet the Grams. Even if it doesn't have replay value, I know you're about to do this Dave Free shit. So I'm going to dissect your entire family life 7 minutes after you drop it to make everyone forget. That's a fucking amazing.
With fake news
on
though.
one verse.
With fake news.
On one verse. Even if he had left that daughter shit out, it would have still stepped on it.
Yeah.
Anything he said, it could because of the time, and he just put it out right after. People went from Family Matters to Meet the Grams. Like, okay, we're gonna listen to both of them.
Okay,
and then the following day, putting out a record for all of us to dance to.
Yeah.
Steps on everything that Drake was trying to do. So I'm saying, I'm not here to argue with who rapped better. This is both two elite rappers.
No warrior now.
I agree. It's two elite rappers doing a great job at rapping. But if we have to pick one over the other, I feel like we have to stop being. I feel like people just don't want to see Drake win. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like people they don't want to see him win. They don't want to see Drake win. Doesn't matter what Drake does. No one is given. Well, people don't want to see him win. It's like that saying. It's like you either live long enough to like be hated, or or die soon enough to become a great or a martyr or whatever, however the saying goes. Because Drake has been great for so long that people just dislike him at this point for no reason, or maybe they have their reason. But I feel like the general public, they don't have a reason. It's just the hate. It's just we want to knock you down off of that mountain. Doesn't matter what you do, what you said, what you have done, it doesn't matter. We want somebody else up there. And the cycle repeats itself, because then whoever gets up there, eventually, they did it to Jay-Z. Like, if whoever gets up to that peak will get the same amount of hate eventually. So I feel like this battle isn't fair, but who cares about fair? You wanted it, you got it. I just feel like we shouldn't be biased. Just don't be biased. Go with what's presented. Go with what's pretend like what you don't know who is singing or who is rapping it, and just listen to the context of the conversation. Okay, like what they're actually saying, and be like, because I feel like if y'all heard what Drake is actually saying, if people heard what Drake is actually saying, they wouldn't be so quick to just brush him off like he losing or he getting whooped. Because people out here talking like Drake got like the lead is so big from Kendrick to Drake, and that's not the case. I will say Kendrick was prepared with misinformation, but nonetheless he was prepared. All that time he was taking, he was preparing, which is smart. It was smart. Shout out to y'all. I said, man, I just wanted to come on here and react to that little video. I appreciate y'all. If you stayed this long, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification button just to make sure that every time I drop a post, you are notified. Also, let me know in the comments what you would like to see me react to or watch or make more videos about. Appreciate y'all. Deuces.